dudes. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. They touching the coast.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he powers his way up past the 30. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just start out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of Eckler. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Green Bay.
To throw is Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Will Fuller, 27 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They still can't get it. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They hand on to their big tight end. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 12.
A big play there. 72 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
His kick is good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
13. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10. At their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Jackson. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Wilson 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the gun, Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Jackson, 38 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The kick is
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
to Austin Eckler. It's a gain of...
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 24, Wilson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a score closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
10-10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second
from the gun. Wilson.
42-yard line.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
To Austin Eckler.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Powers through. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
It's Eckler again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made by
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charnarius Moore on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 26-yard line. Tonight's final.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.